Hi and welcome to Birds with Bottle.
We've got a thing about wine.
And we want you to have a thing about wine too.
And this week we're looking at wines for Mother's Day.
Yeah, and whether you've got a pushy mother or a penny pinching mother,
Or whether you've got a kind and supportive mother, or even a famous mother.
or perhaps you've got a particularly interesting mother-in-law who's deigned to visit.
Then we've got the perfect wines for any kind of mother you could throw at us.
For our first wine, we have this white. It is from Waitrose and it's £5.49 a bottle, and it's the Beaujolais 2013.
And this is from the Gers region of southwest France. And it's made from Colombard and Uni Blanc grapes. Those are grapes found in the Vin de Pays de Côte de Gascogne, if
Yeah.
you've had that and liked it.
And Colombard's usually quite floral, isn't it?
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, so we thought it would be perfect for Mother's Day.
It's a really, really inviting smell. Very fruity and,
Oh, it
and
is.
bright.
Yeah.
And what does it say on the label? Fresh and fruity or something?
Crisp and fresh.
Crisp and
Crisp
fresh.
and fresh. Let's see if it is crisp.
It's very crisp, isn't it?
Oh, there's lots of bright acidity in that, isn't there?
Yeah.
Really setting your mouth on fire.
Yeah. It's like that sort of Gascoigne white,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Really
Very,
lovely.
very easy drinking and very drinkable.
Mm.
Now, there are mothers, like the ones in The Real Housewives of Orange County, or
Yeah.
the Kardashians,
Yeah.
that basically hand out cars and boob jobs on teen birthdays without even thinking, isn't there?
Yes. Quite scary, those sorts of mums. But the majority of mums are quite careful with their money. They're always after a bargain.
Yeah, and in fact, if you spent £20 on a bottle of wine for those sort of mums, they'd be horrified, wouldn't they?
Absolutely horrified. So £5.49 on this really gives you brownie points.
It does. We've got another white now. In this lovely bottle, we've got the Vignes del Vero Gewürztraminer 2013, and this one's from Majestic at £9.99.
And this is from the Sorrentino region of Spain, and that's in the foothills of the Pyrenees, and it's dripping on the hand. It's a cool region, and so you get quite a lot of freshness on that.
It's got quite a sort of greeny, lemony tinge on it, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
it has.
Looks like it's going to be fresh.
And it smells, it's the textbook Gewürztraminer, it smells like rose-scented soap, so perfect for your mum.
Yeah, and actually there's a little floral design on the bottle too, so it all works.
And this is definitely off dry. This is a fruity, sweetish wine. It's got a lot of rosy taste at the end of it.
It has, but it's really intense, isn't it?
Mm.
And again, it tastes quite youthful, and it's 2013, but you can feel that youngness in the wine, can't you?
Yeah.
Really delightful. Now, there are some mothers that are adored by everyone, aren't there?
There are, yes.
The Queen Mum, for
Yeah.
instance, or Mrs. Weasley in Harry Potter.
Yeah, the mum who's always got a cake in a tin, who can cater for 10 at a moment's notice, and who can make up a spare bed in the time it takes to say sleepover.
Conversely, there are a few that are slightly more tricky, aren't there?
Little tricky customers.
Or
There's
could we
so-
say
yeah,
embarrassing at all times?
at all times. There's the toe-curlingly embarrassing mum, like Miranda's. There's the visually embarrassing cougar.
Yeah.
And and then there's the socially embarrassing Mrs. Bennet in Pride and Prejudice.
Well, however embarrassing your mother is, I reckon a glass of this could bring any of them round.
Yeah. Our third wine is a red. It's the Gallardia Delitata Sasso 2013, which is $8.95 at the Wine Society.
Now, the Itata Valley is in the south region of Chile, and this one is made by De Martino, and we love their wines, don't we? We're
Yeah.
always recommending
Always.
their wines. And actually, Mel's just put the bottle away, but there's a lovely little flower
It's a lovely little
on
flower.
the label. Look, it's perfect again for Mother's Day.
Yeah. Now we've chosen this because it is very light. It's not a tannic wine. It is a mum's type of wine, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's quite translucent, isn't it? You can see it's not really
Yeah.
deep and concentrated in the colour on it.
It's got a lovely light cherry flavour. It is not a big fat juicy blockbuster. This is it's juicy, but it's easy drinking, isn't
yes, there's no heavy tannin here. And I'm getting that favourite note that I love of white pepper off this, which for me is totally, totally yummy.
Yeah, it's low on aroma. So if I were you, I'd open this early. Maybe pour it into a jug, pour it back out again, just to get the aroma lifting in the glass. It really is juicy, isn't it? Refreshing.
You can tell it's New World.
Yeah, but it's bright and it's an exciting wine. So, if your mother were a celebrity, who would she be?
Oh, maybe more like... That's a dangerous game to play, isn't it? Maybe more like Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
You know, putting a career on hold for the children, writing a healthy eating cookbook, and looking fabulous on it. Aren't we sick?
Or is she more likely to put her toddler in high heels, jet off for 12 months to Outer Mongolia for some filming, and use the child in the same clothes as hers as a matching accessory?
Well, either way, this wine could certainly take centre stage at your Mother's Day lunch, couldn't it?
It
and
certainly
be
could.
a bit of a winner.
Yeah.
For our last wine, we've got a pink for you. It's the Hacienda del Luna 2012, which is a Muscatel Rosado, and it's available from Laithwaite at just $4.99.
Yeah, and it's in a screw cap.
Oh, a little spritz there as I opened it. Oh, look, bubbles.
Now this is only 5%. This is definitely a sweetie. You know, this is a really sweet wine. And I think great with pudding, or if your mum's got a sweet tooth, then just any time really.
Yeah, aperitif.
Yeah.
Looks really pretty. This is from Valencia in Spain. Oh, it is. It's really pretty colour, isn't it? It's sort of candy floss pink.
Can I say it smells like the Queen Mum? Obviously, no, I never have. But I always imagined that the Queen Mum puts her clothes in sort of rose-scented drawliners and everything smells rather beautiful.
I'm getting some of those sweets as well, like sort of Parma Violet or something off it.
Very pretty.
Yeah, it's very scented.
Sweetie, sweetie, sweetie. It really tastes like roses, doesn't it? Turkish delight.
Yeah.
Fantastic pudding wine.
Nice acidity as well, though, to balance with the sweetness.
Yeah.
Very light. Really, really light.
It would be beautiful with strawberries and cream, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. Yeah, great to go with your dessert on Mother's Day. Absolutely.
Or raspberries, or a raspberry cheesecake, something with some red fruit in it.
Yeah.
It's
a nice pavlova. Red fruited pavlova.
Perfect with pavlova.
Yeah.
Now, it may be that your Mother's Day is spent with the mother-in-law.
Yeah, who might be an absolute poppet. You know, the sort that helps with the homework, babysits at a moment's notice, or would be your number one choice for a spa day.
Or she might make Jane Fonda in Monster-in-Law look like a bit of a sweetie.
Well, hopefully this sweetie will turn the sourest puss into a super mum.
Here's hoping.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. See you next time.
See you next time.